guys. So this might sound a little weird because I am using a VR headset microphone. My other microphone is broken currently. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do just a quick sort of tutorial. I might not talk a whole lot, so I'm not gonna try to have a whole lot of distractions, but the video is probably about 5 minutes long, just of me playing on multiple accounts so that you guys can see what I do, and I might do a slight explanation on a few things. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little bit of the setup. How I do everything is I currently have two screens. That's why it's split. The video has a kind of a weird view to it. My two monitors are separated between 4 accounts on each monitor. I have one account on the right side, or 2 on the right side and 2 on the left side. How I differentiate these is I have about an inch or 2 of space on the top for the top ones to click on, and an inch or 2 on the bottom for me to click on the bottom ones. Now, if you're going to be left clicking or right clicking, it's going to be very difficult for you to switch over to your other accounts. What I do is I have a scroll on my mouse. I click in the scroll instead of clicking left or right mouse, and it clicks on whatever one I want without actually activating a pick a mine or trade someone or use a ladder. So with that, I use my mouse all the time. Other than that, I have everything set up almost the same to my main. My main has a few things that are a little bit different, but aside from the main things that are combat oriented, everything else is the same. I have my inventory, I have my settings, all that stuff is in the same spot. Now, one of the biggest things that's important for me and my character and how I want this stuff to be working is I want to be able to see my inventory, and I want my map to be above my inventory. That's OCD for me. That's how I do it. This is how I prefer it. If I have 2 accounts up, I always do left screens with left inventory. That way I can see if my account is getting full, just for the person that's over there. If I ever pull up 2 and it's like that, I move it over. So now I have left screen, left inventory, right screen, right inventory. Almost all of my accounts are like that because it makes it a little bit easier. I just relogged in, so I have to reset all this up. Now that I have that going, I'm actually going to start my process here. I'm going to turn off the mic for a second. After I have one more thing to explain, actually. So on my alts, I have 3 of them that are members and 3 that are not members. On my non-members, they got up to level 60. I put them inside the guild. Once they're in there, I have hotkeys down here. I have a hotkey for my ore box, I have a hotkey for Edgeville, I have a hotkey for Faldor, and I have a hotkey for Varrock. I use the Varrock one for before level 60. Afterwards, it's just for Grand Exchange teleports, and even that you can use Edgeville. Edgeville is a bank. If you ever have to run or do anything, I use Edgeville Bank just because it's super close. I could be wrong on that, but I prefer it. I have my hotkey set up so whenever I click on an account, all I do is I click on a rock, hit the hotkey. Oh, and now I'm getting into a fight. So whenever I go through and scroll all my accounts, I go, okay, this one's the glowing rock, click it, hotkey. Glowing rock, click it, hotkey. Another thing, whenever I'm using my mouse, I scroll. I click in the scroll button and I drag on my screen to spin my camera. That saves me just a little bit of time. This account's full, so I have to walk into the bank. I highly suggest not doing this while doing ED3. I'm just trying to make a quick video. So normally I'm smithing or something with this account, and it makes it a little bit easier. That way I don't have to worry about dying or killing someone else or any of that other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just straight play ED3 and switch through. You might see that some of my accounts log out, go to the lobby, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, realistically, if you're running multiple accounts, all of the other accounts, if they log out, there's still extra money that has been made. So it doesn't matter if they log out as long as your primary account doesn't do what you don't want it to do, like die or not tank or something like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and play this and switch through my accounts and just try to play while I am also skilling. Also, to be mentioned, just so you guys are aware, I've had these accounts for about 3 weeks. They have 96 mining and 80 something smithing, just about all three of them. The other three accounts I started up 2 days ago and they're already at 70 mining. Their smithing is much, much lower. I've been mainly focusing on them for mining because it's for getting money. I know I said I wasn't going to talk a lot, but that's like impossible for me. And now I'm going to fight. I have auto retaliate on. I'm in the tank position. I'm going to start doing a few other things so my guys can be ready to go. Again, this is very dangerous, and unless you're super confident that you're not going to die, don't do this. I also do a lot of right clicking. A lot of the times I will right click on the map and just select the next thing while I'm running to save me just a little bit of time. And now while that one's loading, I have this right click. Now he's going to run there and I'm going to mine. And I lost like 1 second, but that's just efficiency. That's not even anything important. And again, he's probably so mad at me. I'm sorry, Wolf. I'm sorry. And once you get to running this many accounts, I mean, you can afford a few seconds of downtime on a guy or two. And as you can see, running an ED3 run while doing this has got me a little bit frantic. So again, I will remind you, I do not suggest doing this while running ED3. just a quick reminder, if you don't see the shiny stuff over the rock, I still hit the 3 button to load up my inventory. Even if my inventory is full, I still use that button. That way it gives me the full reset of the logout meter. Because the last thing you want to do is not click that, then forget to come back for 2.5 minutes and then it log out because, you waited too long to click on it. And there we go. Okay. And there we go. A successful ED3 run without having any of my accounts log out. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and send me a message on the Discord, and I will go ahead and answer it as soon as I possibly can. I don't mind helping you guys out. I don't request anything of you other than pay it forward. If this helps you guys out, don't sub and subscribe. No, I want you guys to help out other clan members. If this is something that helps you and you find out that it's not as difficult as you thought it was, try to convince other people to do it too, because if they can have more money and they can get better gear, then they can make our outfit much better. Any of our uh, ED3 runners, if they have, I don't know, gear that's worth 500 mil and it took them a week to get there instead of a month, then it'll help us greatly with moving forward. It'll also help you guys with your skills or getting money so you can skill. So if you need any help or have any questions, ask me. If you know what you're doing, help others, because this is something that's greatly going to improve not only our clan, but also your RuneScape experience. Thank you guys, and I hope you all had fun and this wasn't too confusing.